Hello guys, and welcome to another video. This is gonna be a few days in my life. Why did I decide to start this now? Because you can definitely hear my cat in the litter box. Sorry guys, but it is what it is. You're stuck with it now. But today is the first day of March. I don't know if you can read that. It says March 1st. So yeah, but this is just gonna be a few days in my life. Some reading, some journaling, a little bit of work. Not really, I only have work today and I don't know how long I'm going to film this. I don't have work until Thursday after today. But yeah, so as of right now, I have my Kindle out. The book I am currently reading. Okay, I didn't pay for like the $20 extra dollars to not have ads, so you can't see the cover of the book. But it's called The Reality of It All by Alison Specka. It's a romance novel, but the setting is like a reality TV, like love dating reality TV show. And I think I'm less than 100 pages away. I started it this morning, but I'm less than 100 pages away from finishing, and I'm low-key loving it so much. Yeah, but then after I did that, I've been working on my reading journal, which I still have out because today's March 1st, so I'm working on wrapping up all my February reading journal stuff. However, me and my printer are fighting, so I can't print out any of the images I need to do. So I just need to print out pictures to fill in these pictures for here. I need to do, like, at the end of every month, I pick just a couple books and make, like, aesthetic pages for them. So I need pictures for that. I guess I could go through and do my, like, statistics page and stuff. So I guess I will get on that. Well, let me suffer with the printer. And then I also need to set up my March pages because I haven't set up any pages for March, so that's probably what we'll do, is some more reading journal stuff that doesn't involve the printer, because me and the printer are not on good terms. And I just replaced the ink, so I know it's fine. And I printed pictures like 2 days ago, but it's out to get me. Anyways, let's get into things, journaling and stuff. And then I did mention I have work, so sorry, I'm like low-key not in line. I work tonight from 6 to 9. I work at an indie bookstore. So fun. Tonight there's an author signing, an author event. I just got hired, so this is my first event. So hopefully I know what I'm doing. But the book is called Southern by Design. I don't remember the author. I literally just got hired, so I didn't even have the chance to read the book. So, but yeah. Okay, now let's get into things and making my reading journal and all that jazz. just crocheted my last 3 reading squares for the month of February. So there's those. But now I'm going to go get ready for work. So, bye. Hello, I am back from the book signing. It was kind of a lot of fun. I felt really, really awkward. I hadn't read the book. I didn't have a copy of the book, and I was just standing there, and it's like, I'm so sorry, author. I feel horrible. But there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm back now. You can see Wendell. He's all cozy. Vincent's on the floor. You can't see him, but he's down there. I'm already changed in pajamas. And by changing in pajamas, I mean just changed out of jeans, and I'm wearing pajama pants because this is the shirt I wore to the signing. I think I still am in an artsy and craftsy mood, but as I said, I'm in a fight with my printer, so I'm going to do a different thing. So I have this. This is my scrapbook. I'm starting in my 20s scrapbook. So every year in my 20s, I'm going to do a scrapbook junk journal type beat. So this is that. And this is the first page. It's just me. Oh, I was covering it. They're a little 20 in gold. And then I set this page because I'm going to do like a mood board, which I have made. I just feel bad using the ink and printing it. And also the printer doesn't work. I created this page. I love it. It's called Sarah and Wendell. And every year, or every month, it's a picture of me and Wendell. But the new spread I want to do is using the letter my friend pen paled to me, or sent to me, but like a pen pal, and making a spread for that. So I don't need to print anything because it's whatever they sent me. I love you, Finny. So I'm gonna work on that. I think I'm gonna leave a page because this page is going to be my end of time in Tampa, which I actually already have a lot of stuff printed for that. Let me show you. Really fun waterfall thingies is for that spread. I feel like I don't know what I want the spread to look like yet, but I made these little waterfalls. So they're pictures. They don't work very well, but you know. So that was when me and my friend went to the state fair. This was graduation, and this was my last few boat trips. Like I said, they don't they don't work very well, but you know, you can't see that one. They're stuck together. There's a squid in that one. Look at him. You can't really see him, but I love the squid. He was my best friend. I'm glad I saw him. He was my last for a boat trip, and I saw squid, and that was my goal. I want to see a squid. I really want to see an octopus too, but I didn't. But that's fine. So I'm going to start scrapbooking. That's really mean of you, Vincent, while I'm talking. Start scrapbooking my pen pal page and watch some YouTube. And then get ready for bed. And then read some books. And then sleep. So that's what I'm done for the next, I don't know. It's 9:45, next 2 hours or something. I have so much faith in myself that I'm going to be able to finish this pen pal thing, and I'm not. It's not happening. Help, it's too big. Guys, I'm stressed. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm anxious. I don't want to ruin it. Help. sorry for the weird angle. I'm on my bed and this is just what you're gonna get. But it's the next morning and I ended up finishing the book last night. I've already forgotten what it's called. The Reality of It All. If my Kindle wants to turn on. Yeah, The Reality of It All. I really wish that there were going to be other books in this series, that it was going to be a series, because I would love to read more about Artie and Rachel and Danny. Why am I forgetting her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Trace. Danny and Trace. I'd love to read more about them too, because you guys saw I put in one quote that I saw while I was reading. It was like, he called her pure sunlight or something. I need more, but I don't think there's gonna be more. I like scoured the author's Instagram page and it doesn't seem like we're gonna get more books, so that's fine. It's fine. But I'm probably rating this one like a 4.5 star. I honestly loved it so much more than I thought I was going to love it. The only issue I really had was that our like third act conflict felt a little, I don't know, cause it was like the female main character overhears something and gets her mad at the male main character, but I feel like if she like actually listened to what was happening, the conflict would not have happened. It like wasn't super believable. So there was that, but I really did enjoy it so much. But anyways, now that I've read that, to this morning I am doing a little bit of crocheting. Sorry, when my cat was making a weird noise. I have this big box here with all my yarn because it's a tapestry project, so it's just easier for me to store all the yarn in one giant thing. This is stuck. My hook is stuck in the yarn. This is where I'm at. You can't really see it because all the yarn. You have no idea what this is gonna be, but I'm very excited for it. I'm gonna try and get pretty far today. And yeah, that's all. Just came to update you on my reading and what I'm doing now. Bye. I don't think I talked to you guys at all after yesterday morning because it's now the next day and I was going to talk and then I just never did. But I updated my reading journal. I set up my March spreads, which I will show you later today because I'm currently downstairs because my parents are at work and my dog is throwing a fit because he's lonely. So I'm hanging out down here with him. But I'm reading A Court of Silver Flames. I started last night. and I'm only like 30 pages in, and this is a massive hunk of a book. So, so if you hear other weird noises, that would be the boys. And when I say the boys, I mean Wendell and Vincent are little kittens. They're not little, they're like, Wendell is like, what, 8 months now? No, it's gotta be more. Maybe 9. And Vincent, I don't know how old Vincent is. He's probably 2 months younger than Wendell, maybe 3. So they're big boys now, but they're playing around with toys or something. But I just wanted to update you guys, so I'm gonna sit down here and read and comfort my big lump of a dog who gets lonely. Even though he's not alone because we have another dog, but I love him, but he's a lump. He's a very big lump. Anyways, I'm gonna read. Goodbye. Back in my room to show you my reading journal and also my granny square for the reality of it all. So that's what this looks like. I read it in March. I gave it 4.5 stars. It was a romance book. I read it on my Kindle and it was not a reread. So here's that. And then my reading journal. She's getting not chunky, but so here is my printer is still fighting, so I haven't done my reviews and stuff, but this is my page for March. I also, you can see I put washi tape on the edges of all my monthly pages, so you can see like this red one here and the pink one there. So it was jellyfish themed, so I did a couple little jellyfish. And this is like my useful page. This is my goals for the month, which is always read 3 books for my physical TBR, read 9 books in total, and read whatever my book club's book of the month is, which this month we are reading Upon a Starlit Tide by Kel someone. I can't remember her last name, but I don't have the book yet. And then my TBR of the books that I want to read, and then down here I have a section if I buy any books, which now that I'm working at a bookstore will be happening. So that, and then this is my calendar page. It's just I put a book here and I'll color coordinate and mark when I read them, which I need to do because I've already read a book this month. I'm gonna need to put that on there. And then my statistics page, which is just the same every single month. And then my book club, we always do some monthly event, and this month I made a reading prompt wheel. So if you don't know what you want to read, you can spin the wheel and it'll give you a prompt. So that's what this is. I need to write all the prompts in, but I can't decide if I want to write the prompts in on the wheel or on these numbered and then write the book on the other one that goes with the prompt. But I also don't know how much I'm going to use these prompts because I'm like reading a lot. I have a lot of books that I already know that I want to read. So, and then my review pages, I already filled them out for The Reality of Us. Like I said, I really enjoyed that one. So that's that. And then I am about 250 pages into A Court of Silver Flames, and I barely look like I've read any of it because it's so chunky. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say on this one. I read the blurb, and there's no based on the blurb, it's no plot, just Cassian and Nesta. So, and that's pretty much what it's been so far. I really like Gwen. I knew I was gonna like Gwen. So, but we barely know her. We've had 5 scenes with her maybe, and those scenes are all half page scenes. So, but that's where I'm at. I'm hoping to read 250 pages a day of this book because it's 750 pages, so that should give me finishing it in 3 days, and then I can move on to another book. Hello, Vincent. Come here, Vinny. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here he is, little Vincent. You can't even see him because I'm wearing a black shirt. Yeah, he does not. If he's not in the mood to be pet, you will not be petting him. Oh, that was a massive jump. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to doing something. I don't know. I'm kind of bored. I might clean my room a little because it's a disaster. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. Oops. Sorry, I'm sick. That's why I actually skipped a few days because I was sick. But I'm feeling better. I'm just congested now. Why is my hair such a mess? Okay. But anyways, during those days that I skipped and didn't film anything, I finished A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. This is a chunky book. I read like 200 to 300 pages a day to finish this in, 3 days? And I am more shocked than anyone to say this is my favorite ACOTAR book, because I went into it knowing that it was a lot smut heavy, a lot more smut heavy than the other books, and that's not my thing, so I was like, I'm probably not gonna like this. Realistically, compared to a lot of romantasy books, it really isn't that smut heavy, but compared to the other ACOTAR books, I feel like it is. But beyond that, I loved Nesta's story so much, and I loved, like, I feel like out of all the ACOTAR books, this one is the most similar to Throne of Glass. And Throne of Glass I prefer to ACOTAR, just because I think the theme of Throne of Glass is small kindnesses, like, can change the world. And I feel like that's what we see in this with Nesta and her development and her friendships that she's forming with Gwen, or Gwyn, I still don't know how to say that. I had a crisis over it last night. And Emery, and I don't know, I really loved seeing that. And, you know, as awful as Nesta really seemed to everyone on the outside, like, she was so much worse to herself. And I don't know, I really did love this book so much. I gave it 4.5 just because there was not a lot of plot, considering it's 750 pages. Like, 200 pages of it was plot. The rest was Nesta's development, which I think was warranted. Like, it was very, it did justice to her character development. But also, I don't really know if we needed 750 pages at the same time. But I did really love it so much. And I love Cassian. I think he's just, he's so silly. I love him. But another thing I want to talk about is Azriel, right? There's the whole, is Azriel going to end up with Elain? Is Azriel going to end up with Gwen? So obviously, I'm not going to find out probably until the next book, which I'm so excited for because I'm pretty sure it's Elaine's book, and I think I'm going to love Elaine's book so much because I relate to her a lot, at least of what we know of her. I don't know if I want her to end up with Azriel, but I don't know if I want Gwen to end up with Azriel either. Just because, at least in this book, everyone's like, oh yeah, Gwen and Azriel. But, like, they, like, interacted, like, 3 times. Just because he saved her doesn't mean they're gonna end up together. But I feel like I want Elaine to end up with Lucien. I don't know how to say his name. But I love Lucien so much. There was not enough of him. There was, like, 1 page where he was mentioned in this book, which does make me a little suspicious of him because we didn't see him really at all. But I really do love him. So, I've also seen theories that Elaine's gonna end up with Tamlin, and since Tamlin can shapeshift, he's actually pretending to be Lucien, and Tamlin and Elaine are mates, not Tamlin and Lucien, which, like, makes a lot of sense when people talk about it because, Feyre painted herself as the Night Court, painted Nesta as fire, and painted Elaine as spring flowers, spring court, just Tamlin. So, there's interesting takes there, but yeah, I really enjoyed this book. Anyways, so I read this. I filled out my reading journal. I finally got my printer to work, so I printed out my, like, review pictures for February. I haven't done my fun little, like, aesthetic pages, like, these for February yet, just because I don't feel like doing them today because I'm sick. But, oh, I did. This is my February bingo board, so I did that. It was kind of fun. My February stats, I could not pick a favorite. My top 3 books were the Emily Wilde books, even though they were rereads, and I'm trying not to pick rereads for this top 3 favorite books of the month. But I didn't really enjoy any other books. I read that
month as much as these, and I couldn't pick a favorite, so they're just all amazing, top tier books. But and then the next book that I'm starting, I actually, while I was sick, I may or may not have gone to Barnes & Noble, and I bought Green Teeth by Molly O'Neill, and I'm so excited to read this book. I think I told you guys that my book club is doing like a spinner wheel with reading prompts, and I was like, I don't know if I want to read Green Teeth next, I'll decide. And then I did the spinner wheel just to like see, and it told me a book with a color in the title, so it was fate. We're gonna read Green Teeth starting today, so I'm excited to read this. But I also have work at 2 today, so I'm hoping I'm less congested by then, because I'm not really supposed to work when I'm sick, but we don't need to talk about that. So I don't know what else I'm gonna do right today. I'll figure it out. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm in my mom's bathroom, but I have to head off to work. But the last few clips, just to recap, you watched me start Green Teeth. I'm only like 40 pages in, so I don't really have a lot to say. And then I worked on my granny squares for my reading blanket. So I was weaving in some ends because I'm so far behind in weaving in the ends, and I started attaching them into like a blanket shape. But that's all, and I'm gonna head off to work. I work only from 2 to 5 today, so not too bad, but it's my first time working alone. So I'm a little anxious, but we'll see how it goes. Hello, it's the next day. After work yesterday, I came home and kept working on my reading blanket that, as you saw, I was connecting. And originally I connected it with slip stitches. And then I was like, no, I don't like this the way this looks. So then I connected it with single crochets. And then I went to order more black yarn from Joann because I thought I could still order on the website. Turns out you cannot still order on the Joann website. And I don't think I have enough black yarn to keep doing all the borders and connect them all with single crochets, so I had to undo all the single crochets and then attach with a seamless stitch. So safe to say, yesterday I was ill with that. Like, I had to undo and redo the stitching of 28 granny squares 3 times. I never finished the stitching. I never finished the last one, but I'm not going back. That's what I'm doing. That's it. The end. But it's next day. My boss asked me to cover shift this morning, so I'm going in to do that. And then it's just a 3-hour shift. And then I'm coming back home, and then I'm going to read probably because I want to finish Green Teeth today. Yes, I have a pair of socks on my fingers because I'm about to put my shoes on. But I want to finish Green Teeth. I read like 40 pages yesterday, and I didn't read any more once I came back. But I think it's under 300 pages, so like I should be able to finish it today. And it's like a pretty easy voice. The voice, like, it's not poetically whatever, but yeah. So I need to go get ready to go to work. I can't decide if I'm gonna wear this shirt. It's my Ketterdam crew neck, and I love it, but it looks kind of silly with the jeans that I'm wearing. But I don't have any other jeans because I need to do laundry. It's also might be kind of warm out today, even though it was freezing the past few days, so I can't decide. I might just wear a t-shirt under this and figure it out when I get to work. But yes, I'm gonna go because I have to leave in like 20 minutes and I'm anxious, and yeah, bye. Hello, it's the evening and I've been reading a bit more of Green Teeth. I'm just about 100 pages in. It's a little slow, but I think it's about to pick up, so that is good. I don't really have an update. I just figured I should talk to you before the end of the day, because I went to work. Work was fine, just did a lot of stock stuff, and yeah, that's about it. I'm probably not gonna finish this tonight. That was my goal, but like I said, it's kind of slow, and I'm very sick. I'm not that sick, but my head is congested and gross, so reading is like making me sleepy. But I'm definitely going to try my hardest to have it finished tomorrow, and then tomorrow will be the end of the vlog. So that's the plan. I'm gonna read a little more of this. It's like 9:30, 9:20, something around there, so read a little bit more of this, then just be sleepy for bed is the plan. So I'm gonna go.
Hi guys, Editing Sarah here. Big surprise, didn't finish this video because when do I ever? But yeah, I think I talked about The Reality of Us All, which is the first book I read. Talked about Court of Silver Flames. I did not talk to you guys about Green Teeth. But I really enjoyed Green Teeth. It was kind of boring, but also a fun time. I don't remember how much I told you about it. Sorry guys. I edited the whole video like a couple days ago and then never actually filmed this clip. So this is like editing 2.0 only. But that book basically follows this swamp monster essentially, and a witch and I don't know what they called. I don't know. And just a bunch of like magical fairy creatures. And they went to the fairylands, and King Arthur kind of gave them these quests to take down the villain. Not King Arthur. It was not King Arthur. Guys, it's been a while since I filmed this video and since I read that book, if I'm being honest. But it was a fun time. It was not like the most amazing book ever, but it was a fun time. So, anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Bye!